A very good afternoon, class. So as you all know, we have already started with our second chapter of Maths 2, that is insurance and annuity. And this was the meaning of insurance, which I had covered in the introduction part. You can go through the meaning once. I'm giving you all 2 minutes to look at the introduction that I had already sent you all in the previous video. Today class will be starting with exercise 2.1, sums 1 to 7. So please pay attention. Before we start with the exercise, you have to keep in mind some important formulas. Now class, whenever we start sums based on insurance, you have to follow a systematic procedure. The procedure is first, you have to identify what is the property value. That means value of the particular property which we are talking about. Once you have identified the property value, the next stage is you have to identify the policy value. Now class, whenever you'll be finding out the policy value, keep one thing in mind, that policy value can be either smaller or equal to the property value. It cannot be more than the property value. Also, when we are talking about policy value, the word insured is the hint which you have to look up to. Also, in order to identify the percent, the rate of policy value, keep in mind that it will always be in multiples of 5 or 10. Example, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and so on, or 10, 20, 30, 40, 70, 80, 90, like this. So whenever you see big percentage numbers, that big percentage numbers highlights that it is policy value. After that, the third P, premium. It is the amount paid by the insurer to the insured. So how is premium calculated? It is calculated on the policy value like this. Premium is equal to policy value into R upon 100. After that, agent's commission. So first you identify property value, then comes policy value. After that, premium, and on premium you calculate agent's commission. So the formula is premium into R upon 100. Then we'll be dealing with sums having loss or damaged word as well. If you see the word reduced, it means reduction in value, but we are not dealing with these type of sums right now. And the last formula, claim. So how to find out the claim? Policy value upon property value into loss. I repeat, claim is equal to policy value divided by property value into loss. So the yellow part which you can see over here represents your formulas which we'll be utilizing. The red ones are the compulsory things which you will come across in your sums. So with this class, we start with our exercise 2.1, sum number 1. Find the premium on a property worth rupees 25 lakh at 3% if the property is fully insured and the property is insured for 80% of its value. So as I told you class, we start the solution by identifying the property value first. So as you can see, there are two conditions. The property is fully insured. So we are solving the first part. Now here, as you can see, the property value is 25 lakhs. The policy value is also 25 lakhs because the property is fully insured. The rate of premium given is 3%. So by using the formula, premium is equal to policy value into R upon 100, I write 25 lakh into 3 upon 100. On cancelling the zeros of 100 and 25 lakh, I am left with 25,000 into 3, which equals 75,000. So the premium amount is rupees 75,000. Coming on to the second condition, the property is 80% insured. Now class, 80% as you can see multiple of 10. So again, property value 25 lakhs, but this time the policy value will be 25 lakhs into 80 by 100. On cancelling the 0, you get 25,000 into 80, which is equal to 20 lakhs. Now the premium rate is the same, 3%. So again, by putting the formula, premium is equal to policy value into R upon 100. You get 20 lakhs into 3 by 100. On cancelling the zeros, you get premium to be 60,000. So I hope the first sum is clear, class. Moving on to the second sum, pay attention. A shop is valued at rupees 3,60,000 for 75% of its value. The rate of premium 0.9%. So you have to find the premium which is paid by the owner. And also you have to find agent's commission at the rate of 15%. So basically class, the solution goes the same way. First you identify the property value, which is 3,60,000. Again, you can see 75%, which is a bigger percentage, and multiple of 5, correct? So that represents your policy value. So 3,60,000 ka 75% will give you 2,70,000. Rate of premium is given 0.9%. So by using the formula, premium is equal to policy value into R upon 100. You calculate 2,70,000's 0.9%, which gives you 2,430. So the premium amount is rupees 2,430. Now you have to also find agent's commission. So we use the formula, agent's commission is equal to premium into R upon 100. Which is 2,430 into 15%, which is given in the question. The answer comes to 364.5. So follow the sum, class. All right. Moving forward with the third sum. A person insures his office valued at 5 lakh for 80% of its value. Find the rate of premium if he pays 13,000 as premium, and also find the agent's commission at 11%. Now in this case, class, if you observe, the premium amount is given and they have told you to find out the rate of premium. So our first step is identify the property value 5 lakh. Again, 80% is mentioned. So 80% means multiple of 10. So that gives you a hint that it is policy value percentage. So 5 lakh ka 80%, you will get 4 lakh. Premium amount 13,000. So you use the formula, premium is equal to policy value into R by 100. This time under premium, I have written 13,000 is equal to 4 lakh into R divided by 100. You can either cancel the zeros for 4 lakh and 100, or you can do like this. I have taken 100 that side, cross multiply. So 13,000 into 100 is equal to 4 lakh into R, which gives me 13 lakh, and I have divided it by 4 lakh. Again, cross multiply. So there's an into sign over here. So into changes into division like this. So I got the answer as 3.25%. Now we'll calculate the agent's commission by using the formula premium into R upon 100, which is 13,000 into 11 upon 100, which gives me 1,430. So I hope the third sum is also clear to you all as well. Moving on to the fourth sum. Building is insured for 75% of its value. Annual premium 0.70% amounts to 2,625. Building is damaged to the extent of 60% due to fire. How much can be claimed? So for claimed, class, you remember we need 3 things: policy value, property value, and loss. So can any one of you tell me how much is the property value over here? So our sum starts with property value, right? Correct. There is no property value mentioned. So our statement will be, let the property value of the building be X. Now, as you can see, 75%, that denotes that that will be the policy value percentage. So policy value is equal to X into 75 by 100, which gives 75X by 100, which is nothing but 3X by 4 after reduction. Premium rupees and premium percent, both are given. That is amount 2,625 and percent 0.70. So we'll put the formula. Premium is equal to policy value into R upon 100. 2,625 is equal to 3X by 4 into 0.70 by 100. The first step I have did over here is remove the decimal of 0.70. So other things remaining the same, 70 divided by 10,000. Then by cross multiplication, I took the denominators that side. 2625 into 4 into 10,000 is equal to 3x into 70. Then the multiplication becomes division. So I've sent 3 into 70 this side and they have converted into division. So then I've cancelled. 3 ones are 3 8 75s are 2625. Other things remaining the same. Then by 7 I've cancelled 875, so it give me 125 into 4 into 1000. So finally I get my property value X as 5 lakh rupees. Once you know the property value, you can substitute it in the policy value 3x by 4, that is 3 into 5 lakh divided by 4, which gives you rupees 3,75,000. Now class, if you have paid attention, they have told you all that the building is damaged to the extent of 60% due to fire. So due to fire means that is a loss which has to be borne. So loss is always calculated on property value. Keep that in mind. So 5 lakh into 60 by 100 gives you 3 lakh, the loss which you have to suffer because of fire. So now we can put the claims formula, policy value upon property value into loss. So 3,75,000 divided by 5 lakh into 3 lakh. I've cancelled 3,75,000 and 5 lakhs zeros. So I'm left with 375 divided by 5 lakh. I've reduced it by FICA table. So I've got 75 upon 100 into 3 lakh. Then I've divided 75 and 100 by 25. So 3 by 4 into 3 lakh. Then 4 ones are 475s are gives you 300. So 3 into 75,000. Answer is 2,25,000. So the claim which you can ask for is 2,25,000 out of the loss of 3 lakh rupees which you suffered. So is the sum clear, class? Okay. Moving forward with the next sum. A stock worth rupees 7 lakh was insured for 4 lakh 50. Fire burnt the stock worth rupees 3 lakh completely and damaged the remaining stock to the extent of 75% of its value. You have to find what amount can be claimed. So we start with property value, policy value, and loss. All the three things are given very nicely. Now there's one thing which they have told you all, that damage is also done to the remaining stock. So the very first thing we have to find what is the value of the remaining stock. So the value of the remaining stock is you had a property worth 7 lakh out of which 3 lakh is completely destroyed. So the remaining value of the stock will be 7 lakh minus 3 lakh, which is equal to 4 lakh. Now this 4 lakh ka property is also damaged to the extent of 75%. So remaining loss is equal to 4 lakh ka 75%, which gives you again 3 lakh rupees. So basically you have suffered two losses. That is, one is 3 lakh ka completely and remaining mein 75%, which is also 3 lakh. So can I say the total loss suffered is 3 lakh plus 3 lakh, which gives you a total of 6 lakh rupees. So now we can put the formula, claim is equal to policy value upon property value into loss. So this is the thing. So the policy value is 4,50,000 divided by 7 lakh into 6 lakh. Cancelling the zeros, I have left with 45 upon 70 into 6 lakh. Reducing it further, I got 9 upon 14 into 6 lakh. Then 9 upon 7 into 3 lakh. That is, I've cancelled 14 and 6 lakh by 2. So now no cancellation is possible. So 9 threes are 27 lakh divided by 7. You can claim a total of 3,85,714.286. So I hope the sum is clear to you, class. Okay. Moving forward to the next sum, the second last sum for the day. A cargo of rice was insured at 0.625% to cover 80% of its value. The premium paid was 5,250. If the price of rice is rupees 21 per kg, Find the quantity of rice in kg in the cargo. So again, class, we start with property value. So can you all identify what is the property value in the sum? Correct. It is not mentioned. So we start with the statement, let the property value of the cargo be X. Now you can calculate the policy value, which is 80%. As I told you, multiples of 5 or 10. So X into 80 upon 100 gives you 80X upon 100. On reduction gives 4X by 5. The rate of premium and the premium amount both are given. So you can use the formula. Premium is equal to policy value into R upon 100. So 5250 is equal to 4x by 5 into 0.625 by 100. I have removed the decimal first. So it comes to 625 divided by 1 lakh. I have taken both the denominators 5 and 1 lakh that side, cross multiplied. Then I took 4 and 625 downwards and it converted into division. Then I have done the cancellation. 4 ones are 425,000, that is 1 lakh I've cancelled. After that I've cancelled basically 5 ones are 5 125s are, that is 5 and 625. Then 25,000 and 125 again by 5, which gives you 5,000 upon 25. Then again by 5, 200 divided by 1, that is by 25. So I'm left with 5250 into 200 divided by 1, which is equal to X. And the final answer which I get is 10,50,000. Now this is my property value. So I can find my policy value by substituting the value of X in 4X by 5 like this, which gives me 8,40,000. But I don't have to find the property or policy value in this particular sum. They are asking me to find the quantity of rice which was there in the cargo, which helped the seller to make 10,50,000 rupees. So class, there's a statement given that price of rice is rupees 21 per kilo, right? So in order to find the total quantity of rice, we'll use the formula property value divided by price per kg. That is 10,50,000 divided by 21, which gives me 50,000 kilos. So there was 50,000 kilos of rice in the cargo. Now class, this sum is very, very important from board exam point of view. So please try and understand the sum very carefully. It's easy. Pay attention to the steps, and cuttings and working you can do as per your convenience. But the final answer should match whatever method you follow. Okay. So coming towards the last sum of the day of this exercise, sum number 7. Now there's a printing mistake in this sum class. It's given 6,000 articles. It should be not 6,000 but 60,000 articles. So you have to add one more zero in the question. 6,000 articles costing rupees 200 per dozen were insured against fire for 2,40,000. If 20% of the articles were burnt and 7,200 of the remaining articles were damaged to the extent of 80% of their value, find the amount that can be claimed under the policy. So class, over here, you need to understand there is a very, first line is little different from the sums which we have done up till now. So they are telling you that you have 60,000 articles and 1 dozen cost 200 rupees. So the first thing we need to find out over here is how many dozens do you have if you have 60,000 articles. So the first thing I'll find out is the total number of articles with me is 60,000. So I will find out the total number of dozens I'm having with me. So 60,000 divided by 12, because 1 dozen has 12 articles, which gives me 5,000 dozens. Now this 5,000 I will multiply it by rupees 200, because 1 dozen has costed me 200 rupees. So cost of 1 dozen was 200. So the value of the articles will be 5,000 into 200, 10 lakh rupees. So this is the property value of the articles which you have with you. So are you all clear with the starting part? The policy value is already given, 2,40,000. Now they are telling you 20% of the articles were burnt. So number of articles completely burnt we'll have to find out, but in dozens again. So first we'll find out 60,000 into 20% means 12,000 articles are destroyed. Now 12,000 articles are destroyed. That means how many dozens you have destroyed? 12,000 divided by 12, that is 1,000 dozens are completely burnt. They have turned into ashes. So what is your loss which you paid? Value of burnt articles is 1,000 into 200 per dozen. So you have suffered a loss of 2 lakh rupees. Okay. And the 7,200 of the remaining articles were damaged to the extent of 80%. Now 7,200 articles means, again first we'll find out how many dozens it was. So divide by 12, it was 600 dozens damaged. Now 600 dozens damaged means you have to first multiply it by 200 and see in rupees how much loss cost it was. 1,20,000. Now all the 1,20,000 is not destroyed, only 80%. So now we'll calculate 80% damaged value of the articles. That is 1,20,000 into 80 by 100, which is 96,000 ka loss again you have suffered. So can I say the total loss is value of the burnt articles plus value of damaged articles, that is 2 lakh plus 96,000 gives you 2,96,000. So basically class, first you have to be clear with the question. They are talking about articles. You are breaking them down into dozens. Then you are multiplying it by price per dozen. And then accordingly you are solving the sum. So try to understand that. Okay. So now we can put the formula. Claim is equal to policy divided by property into loss. 2,40,000 divided by 10 lakh into 2,96,000. Cancelling the zeros, I'm left with 24 by 100 into 2,96,000. Cancelling the zeros, I've left with 24 into 2,960, which gives me a claim of 71,040 rupees. So I hope class, you all are clear with all the 7 sums which I've taught you all. And you write all these sums in your notebook and practice. You can also go through the solved example of your textbook. And also practice the starting sums of miscellaneous exercise based on 1 to 7 sums which we have done today. Tomorrow we'll be completing exercise 2.1, 8 to 14 sums, the remaining part, and then we'll be finishing off with exercise 2.1 by tomorrow. So till then, keep practicing, and sorry for the previous video which I had sent. The audio in that wasn't that clear. So you can listen to this video again if you have not followed anything. All right. So we stop here class and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening to me.